Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to look at logical operators. In the previous video, we looked at the relation operators. So today we are going to look at logical operators. What are logical operators? In Java, if you want to compare two numbers, like in the previous video, add like x, going to excuse me for my handwriting, is if x is greater than y, this will return. Let me say x is 30 and this is 10, this will turn true. And you have like z is less than, let me say t, this will turn. Let me say this, you're having like 10 here and you're having like 2 here, this will also return true if z is less than t. So these were the relational operators. We are comparing two numbers at a time. But what if you want to compare both the numbers in this case? What should you do? Now we have what we call the logical operators. Use logical operations to compare two groups of numbers or more, two and more. So in logical operators, we have what we call the AND, we have what we call the OR, and we have what we call the NOT. So all these are the logical operators that we have in Java, but they are represented by symbols. They are represented by symbols. In a layman language, simply the AND and the OR and the NOT are written like that. But in Java, we have what we call the AND is represented by the AND symbol, and the OR is represented by single stick, and the NOT is represented by an exclamation mark. Simply, these are the symbols that we use to represent the AND, the OR, and the NOT. But let me explain the AND. Let me give you an example. If you go to the market, before going to the market, what is an AND? What if you have a number like, let me say, x is greater than y, and you want to compare two numbers, two sides, you use the AND symbol and you put your second operation here, than y. So here you are comparing two numbers using the AND sign. So what does the AND sign mean? So I'll go here down. So what does the AND sign mean? The AND sign, in our case, if you have two numbers, let me draw here a table. If you have a true and a false, and you are using the AND sign, this will be a false. So to explain this, let me give you an example. I have told you that you go to the market and buy me a shirt and a trouser. What will that statement mean? That statement will mean if you are going to the town, I need two. I need both a shirt and a trouser. I don't need one. I need two. Meaning all conditions, both conditions must be true. You have to bring me a shirt and a trouser, not bringing one. So that's what the AND sign means. Meaning if you have a false part anywhere in your condition, the condition will return false. So if you have like a false here and true here, this will return false. This will return false. Because I have said, you go and buy me a shirt and a trouser. But you have managed to get, let me say you have managed to get a shirt only. Meaning the condition will be true. I said a shirt and a trouser. Meaning the moment you are using an and you find a false in it, meaning it will turn a false as the result. So what if you have stop here? Meaning the only way the AND sign will be true is that when you bring both the shirt and the trouser, meaning this will return true for both cases. If both cases are true, it will return true, because in this case I have told you, you go and buy a shirt and a trouser, and you have managed to get the shirt and the trouser. So that's what the and sign means. So the moment you see a false in the and sign, it means that your condition will return a false value. So let us go to the O. Can first delete this. Yeah, let me delete only this table down. And in this case, let me delete this. So if you are dealing with the O stands is represented by the two sticks, the one stick, sorry. If you have a condition like O, this simply means if you only have a true side, this O condition will automatically be true. To give you an example, I have told you go to the market and buy me a shirt or a trouser. Meaning, if you find one of them, you bring. Meaning, if you have like one side which is true and the other side which is false, this will turn automatically a true value. In the or symbol, if you have, let me reduce this. If you have a false and a true, what will this return? First, think for a minute. This is true. What will this return? Using an or symbol, this will automatically return true, because I have said if you find any true in the condition, let me say you're comparing this side and you find this side is returning true and this side is returning like false, it will automatically be what? It will automatically, this equation will return true. So what if you have true and true? What will this return? This will automatically return true. Yeah, so we are together there. So what if you have a false and a false? So what will this return? This will automatically return a false, because I have told you, you go to the market and buy me a shirt or a trouser, but you have not managed to get any, meaning this will be what? This will return a false. So that's what we refer as the or symbols. The or symbol when you deal with these logical operators. And we go to the not. So the not, let me delete this. So the not in this case, the not is the easiest one to understand. The not is represented by, let me remove this, an exclamation mark. An exclamation mark. Yeah, in this case, the not is represented by an exclamation mark. So if you have like true, this will return false. So the not simply, it reverses the condition into another way around. If you have true, it will reverse the condition to false. If you have false, it will reverse the condition to true. Yeah, that's the not. It just reverses the condition to the other way around. Remember, we are still dealing with booleans. Shouldn't forget that. All these operators, they return boolean what? Boolean data types. So there is another interesting thing that I have to show you. In Java, this back. In Java, we have what we call the short circuits. Simply, this means we have what we call the short circuits. What the short circuits mean, in the unsigned, you can represent the unsigned with the double and. So you're going to see me using and in all our programs, because we have many programs that we are going to write using these conditions that I'm showing you. And the and simply, this means it's like a shortcut. If you find, in this case, if you find a true value here, it automatically, or if you find a false value in the first place, don't look at the other places. It will automatically return false in the and sign. Remember, if you find a false in the and, it automatically return the and. So if you are using the and, it's like a shortcut. Don't look at other values. The moment you spot a, a false value, just return false automatically. So in the or, we also have a short circuit for or. If you use double standing else, this will return. Also, this is a short circuit, which means if you automatically find a true value, meaning if in this case you're having a true value being the first in your equation, it will automatically return a true. It won't look at other sides or other things in the equation. It will automatically return true, and the not remains as not. It has no uh, has no a short circuit. So that's simply what logic operators are. So let us see these in the programming world. So if I have an integer, let me say a is equal to say 5, terminate, int b is equal to 10, 10. Then I have int c is equal to 5, terminate. Then int is equal to b, which is like give that 8, and terminate. And I have a boolean value as a result. I'm returning a result here. Then I can print out this my result. First save. Here, let me say I'm having a is a greater than b. In this case, I'm printing out the result is a greater than b. A is 5, b is 10, meaning this will be automatic compile. I use our shortcut. In this case, we have demo.java. This will automatically return a. I'm expecting a false value in this case. Yeah, automatically it will be a false because a is not greater than 5 is not greater than 10. So the same thing if you have like less, the less is a less than 10 less than is 5 less than 10. This will automatically return true because 5 is less than 10. Yeah, so but if I have like in this case I'm having two sets of numbers and I want to compare them, so I'll use the and. Remember our short circuit that I told you, and I'm comparing C is C greater than B in this case. First look at this. A is going to return true, and the other side is 5 greater than 8. This will return false. So what will be our value if we are using the and? I'm expecting a false value in this case. Yeah, you can see that we have successfully printed out a false value because in one of our condition we are finding one side returning false. Remember the and that I explained earlier. If you automatically return a false on your equation, it will not look at other sides. It will automatically return false. But let me make this side true. What will this do? Expecting a true value because both sides are true. So that's the and. You can insert many equations here. You can insert many equations here. We say you're having other numbers here. You can still do the same. Like C is C less than A. What will be the answer here? If C is less than 10, let me compile. You can see that this works. You can put more equations in the line, they will accept. So that's the and. So what if I'm having, first duplicate this and comment out this one. So let me use the or. logical operator, the OR logical operator. So the O is represented by the two signs, our short circuit that I explained earlier. So is what we all do, all we look at in your equation, are you having any true value? It will automatically return true if you're having any true. So in this case, we are saying A 5 is less than B, which is true this side, and C E is 5 less than D, which is 8. Yeah, this will automatically be true because both sides are true. Yeah, you can see that our value is 2. So what if I make one value false in this case? I try to compile. You will see that it is returning still true because we are having a true value in this case. But what if you have both sides wrong? And when you're trying out this, you try with different numbers. You will see the magic, or you'll be learning more. So in this case, we are returning false because both conditions are false, are returning false. So that takes me to the last one, the and, the not. So like I said, the not just simply reverses the condition. If in this case this was true and use the not sign, it will automatically be false. And if this was false, it will automatically be true. So when you come and use an exclamation mark in our result and try to compile this, remember our output in this case was false, but I have used an exclamation mark. So compile to automatically reverse the result to true. Yeah, that's simply the logical operators that we have. In the next videos, we are going to look at many operators because we have many. Thank you guys for today.